form book as Jurgen Klopp's side look to extend an unbeaten run here, which stretches back to October 2010. To the team news then, and Everton's solitary change sees new signing Neil Maupay make his first start for the club at the expense of Dwight McNeil, who drops to the bench. In full, lining up from right to left in a 4-3-3 formation, it is Pickford in goal, a back four of Patterson, Cody, Tarkowski and Mikalenko. In midfield, it's Davies, Onana and Iwobi, with Maupay and Gordon either side of Gray up top. For Liverpool, they make 3 changes from the side, which left it late to beat Newcastle in the week. Darwin Nunez returned straight into the starting 11 after serving a 3-match ban for his red card against Crystal Palace, with Fabio Carvalho and Konstantinos Tsimikas preferred to Roberto Firmino and Andy Robertson respectively. In full, themselves also lining up 4-3-3. From right to left, it is Alisson in goal, a back four of Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Van Dijk and the Flash Score live audio commentary service as we see Everton take on Liverpool. One of 10 games this weekend. You can listen to every single one of them here with us throughout the course of the next couple of days. We have live coverage this afternoon of Brentford Leeds, Chelsea West Ham, Newcastle Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest Bournemouth, Tottenham Fulham, Wolves against Southampton, and then we'll have live coverage of the late game between Aston Villa and Manchester City. Then we'll have both of the games tomorrow as Brighton take on Leicester and Manchester United face Arsenal. So here we go, Derby Day on Merseyside, Goodison Park the destination, as these two rivals lock horns once again. It's red versus blue, it's Everton versus Liverpool, it's Lampard versus Klopp, and we are moments away as Goodison Park hosts its 4,638th top flight fixture. No other ground in the top division has seen more. Overhead it is packed to the rafters. Always a special atmosphere on Derby Day. Can they get their first victory against Liverpool here this decade? The crowd are fired up. The referee in the middle is Anthony Taylor, who is going to get us underway. Unsurprisingly, both teams in their familiar colours. Everton in the blue shirts, white shorts, white stockings. Liverpool in the all red. Liverpool to get us underway, tacking left to right towards the Gladys Street end in the opening period, and we are underway here at Goodison Park in the Premier League on Flash Score. Early on, straight from the Liverpool kick-off, ball goes out of play for an Everton throw on this far side. And it'd be interesting to see how Everton fare in this fixture. They've drawn each of their last 3 1-1. It's been a quiet start to the season. There was big hopes after staying up last time round that they could possibly kick on and push towards the top half, where Everton will believe at a minimum that's where they deserve to be as a football club. But again, it feels as if at both of these clubs there's a air of anxiety around. As Liverpool have an early throw and Diaz looking to keep it in play, keep it under control, and it goes out. As we're having a look at pictures from outside the ground where basically a number of Liverpool fans are still waiting to get in. There's a heavy police presence outside some of the gates. We'll try and clarify the situation for you as it unfolds and as we get more information. But as things stand, it's Everton in possession with Maupay making his debut but dispossessed. This is Alexander-Arnold forward first time in towards the path of Elliott. Back to Alexander-Arnold on the halfway, out on the right hand side to Gomez, out to Van Dijk. Minute and a half on the clock. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Merseyside derby on Flash Score. Van Dijk switches it out from left to right in towards the path of Salah. First time ball over the top, looking to find Darwin Nunez, but out of play it goes for Liverpool throw, which Harvey Elliott will leave for Trent Alexander-Arnold to take on this right hand side, 25 or so yards from goal. Forward it goes onto the edge of the penalty area, flicked on by Nunez. Last touch coming off of an Everton player, goes out of play for an Liverpool corner. 2 minutes played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on Flash Score. It's going to be Alexander-Arnold to take on the right hand side. It's going to be right footed, swung in towards the penalty spot. Corner, swung in towards the penalty spot, eludes everyone apart from Shimikas, who has an effort on goal which takes a deflection. Come back in once again by Carvalho, but intercepted by Everton, and out of play it goes for a Liverpool throw. Patterson with the crucial last touch for the Toffees. So throwing to be taken far side as we look at it, the left hand side as Liverpool attack. Ball goes back to Van Dijk on the halfway. Along the line to the right to Gomez. He's got Alexander-Arnold along the line towards him. Moves it forward in towards the path of Salah. 15 yards inside the Everton half. Moves it in towards the middle and Fabinho. Salah again after the pass from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Under the pressure of Gordon, but Salah works his way away. Looking to feed in Nunez, but cut out by Everton. Now look to move forward with Maupay, who was in a foot race with Gomez after the ball went over the top towards, or intended into his path. Doesn't find him, goes out of play. Liverpool throw. 3.5 minutes played at Goodison Park. It's Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on Flash Score. Alexander-Arnold played short in towards the path of Elliott. Midway inside his own half. Switches it out to the left flank into Shimikas. Looking to find Diaz. Cleared away by Patterson, but one back by Liverpool. Shimikas after Carvalho initially won it back. Diaz now. Left hand side. Edge of the penalty area. Cross goes in. Looking to find Nunez, but again cleared away. This time by Connor Cody. Out it goes. Liverpool throw. This will be a somewhat interesting game for Connor Cody, an Everton player, but a Liverpool fan growing up. His first taste as a player of this famous derby. Gomez on the half. Along the line to Virgil van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. First time pass to Fabinho. Plays it out to the right side where Harvey Elliott finds it, now moves into the middle, evades the challenge from Anthony Gordon. And it goes right side. Alexander-Arnold, first time ball into Salah, who's inside the penalty area. Played back to Alexander-Arnold, cross goes in. It's a tame cross, and it's cleared away quite easily for a Liverpool throw. On the edge of the penalty area, Alexander-Arnold to take on this right side for Liverpool. Salah. Elliott, edge of the area, right hand side. Cross goes in towards the near post. Cleared away by Cody. Picked up by Alexander-Arnold. 5 on the clock. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 in the Premier League. Van Dijk out to Carvalho on the left hand side. Midway inside the Everton half. Carvalho again. It's Gomez in the middle of the park, in the centre. Can play it out to the right if he wants, but he's going to be intercepted here. Gordon made chase, but couldn't quite make chase quick enough. Salah, Alexander-Arnold looks to move, but dispossessed by Onana. And now Everton are away. Maupay, him and Gordon up against Van Dijk and Gomez. Fabinho tracks back, and then moving forward is Onana inside the area, has an effort on goal. It's a tame effort at that, and it's easily held by Alisson in the Liverpool goal. His first action of the game so far. 5 minutes 45 played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. And, well, the start to this game is following the trend of the previous Merseyside derby at Anfield in April, where a 2-0 victory for Liverpool was over Everton having less than 18% possession. Liverpool had 82.4% share of that possession, and only once in Premier League history has there been a more dominant spell in possession. That was Manchester City against Swansea, when they registered 82.9% possession in April 2018. Everton will not want to be repeating the stats in the previous Merseyside derby here. They're going to have possession now because Gordon goes to the ground. Fabinho gives away a free kick to Everton. On the halfway, just drags Gordon to the ground, pulls him to the deck. Right in the eyes of Anthony Taylor, the referee this afternoon. 7 minutes played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Everton have a free kick taken by Tarkowski, who makes his 200th league appearance this afternoon. Ball floated out into the path from Mikalenko. Ball goes into the penalty area, cleared away by Alexander-Arnold. Gordon makes chase and it goes out of play. The flag goes up for offside. It will be a free kick to Liverpool. 1.5 played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. As we see both managers, Lampard walking up and down the touchline. There's a concerned look on his face, and so there should be, you'd feel, after the start that they've made. It's been very tentative. Liverpool have dominated. They'd expect Liverpool to dominate, but they have an opportunity now with Demarai Gray. Right hand side into the area, thread into the path of Neal Maupay, but it just slides past the far post. Gordon couldn't lurk quick enough to connect to the loose ball. Demarai Gray gets himself away. And Iwobi, Maupay and Gordon in the area. Maupay, I think he went for the Everton goal. It was so tame it looked as if it was a cross towards Gordon, who just wouldn't be able to get there in the end. It just slides past the far post. I think Trent Alexander-Arnold, in fairness, who was right on the line, would have had it covered in any instance, but disappointment there. Trent Alexander for Anthony Gordon. As we see a Liverpool player on the deck, it's Fabinho after a challenge from Davies, which has just winded him a little. Jurgen Klopp issues out some instructions to his players during this little stoppage in play. And in the 9th minute of the match, Goodison Park stands to applaud. Stands to applaud the life of Olivia Pratt-Corbell, who so tragically passed away a few weeks ago in Liverpool. And one thing that this community does so well in these parts is they come together in times of tragedy, and they do so again here. Let's hope that the perpetrators of that horrid crime are brought to justice. Davies for Everton. Goes to Onana. Now Alex Iwobi looks to drive out on this left-hand side. At it goes to Gordon. He's got Trent Alexander-Arnold up against him. Moves it more into the middle towards Maupay. Cleared away by Liverpool. Elliott goes to the ground, dispossessed by Mikalenko, but illegally in the eyes of Anthony Taylor. The battle of the two number 19s. And so Liverpool have a free kick. Alexander plays it back to Joe Gomez. We were mentioning the possession stats a few minutes ago, and that's how it looks today. 83% possession for Liverpool compared to just 17% possession for Everton. If anything, Liverpool are now more dominant possession now than they were in that 2-0 victory in April. They're just happy to play it along the deck. Van Dijk now chips it up in the air to Alexander-Arnold, midway inside the Everton half. The Toffees win it back, and there's Iwobi in the middle. Out to Onana. Now to Patterson. Ben Davies just inside the Liverpool half. Play back inside his own half. The ball switches out from right to left. Dinked down first time by Gordon, looking to find either Mikalenko or Iwobi, but it's picked up by Elliott. To Fabinho in the middle of the park. Switched out to Shimikas on the left-hand side, 5 yards inside the Liverpool half. Gomez now on the half, in the middle. Played out to Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side. Gomez again, along the line. Van Dijk now for Liverpool. 12 minutes played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Merseyside derby. Luis Diaz now moves from the left side into the middle under the pressure of Patterson. Referee waves play on. Now blows up for the free kick, as you can see there wasn't a distinctive enough advantage play. The referee then having a chat with both players. I think there was a bit more than what was made out there. Connor Cody having a chat with the referee, the Everton skipper. Patterson on Diaz, and there were basically 6.5, half a dozen of the other, both having a whack at each other as well, right in front of the glaring eyes of the referee. And so Anthony Taylor calms the pair down, just tells them what's what. Of course, it is a derby game in the end. There's going to be a spice, there's going to be an edge. So decides against the booking, just gives them a stern talking to, say I'm not going to ref this kind of game. Free kick taken. Gomez out to Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side, steps inside of Gordon, now moves towards the middle, plays it out as a heavy pass towards Firmino, but Shimikas manages to retain possession for Liverpool. Carvalho, Nunez, left hand side, edge of the penalty area, cross goes in, but nobody's there, and Pickford can easily pick up and clear away for Everton. 13.5 minutes on the clock in our first Premier League offering of the day here on the Flash Score audio commentary service. It's Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here at Goodison Park. A reminder of what we have got coming up for you later on today. Chelsea, West Ham, Newcastle, Palace, Forest, Bournemouth, Tottenham, Fulham, Wolves, Southampton. The 3 o'clock games we're covering live. And then at 5:30, live commentary from Villa Park as Aston Villa, Steven Gerrard under severe pressure there, takes on Manchester City and Erling Haaland, who seems to be in free-flowing form. That could be a baptism of fire there. 5:30 to find out what's happening there. And then tomorrow we'll have 2 live commentaries for you from the Premier League. And we kick off at the Amex, Brighton and Hove Albion against a Leicester City side who are under severe pressure, rooted to the bottom of the Premier League table. And then at 4:30, a real heavyweight battle as Manchester United, the rejuvenated, it seems, Manchester United under Erik ten Hag, winning each of their last 3, take on an Arsenal side who retain the only 100% record left in the Premier League this season. Join us from 4:30 to find out what happens there as the ball's chipped over the top in towards the path of Luis Diaz, heads it down with Pickford lurking and coming out, but it was a heavy first touch from Luis Diaz. Goes out of play for an Everton goal kick, and that was the first time Everton probably been caught. Diaz getting past 2 defenders, but as I say, that little dink just too heavy, out of play it goes, goal kick. Everton yet to really get going in this one. Pickford takes the goal kick long inside the midway of Liverpool's half, where possession is gained by Gomez. They'll now have a throw after he chipped the ball forward, and James Tarkowski booted it away out of play. 15.5 played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here at Goodison Park. Alexander-Arnold to take the throw 5 yards inside his own half on the right hand flank. Back it goes towards Gomez on the edge of his penalty area, to back to Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Played out to Virgil van Dijk. Fabinho back to Gomez under pressure from Iwobi. Played out to Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side, who's scuffed past, sees the ball go out of play for an Everton throw, has shaken his head as he sees that misstraight pass go out of play. Mikalenko to take the throw for the Toffees. Down on the left hand side as they attack, 10 yards inside Liverpool half, but it keeps moving forward and forward and forward as the throw goes in. It's cleared away by Liverpool, flicked on. Nunez now looking to make chase up against Patterson. Nunez nearly did get there as well, but Everton will retain possession. This is Demarai Gray now out on the right hand side. He's got Shimikas for company. Demarai Gray moves in towards the middle on the edge of the penalty, looking to thread a ball through to Neil Maupay, cleared away. Now Liverpool look to break with Luis Diaz on the left hand side. He's got Salah and Elliott for company. Plays it across. There's a heavy pass to Salah, too heavy. Is he going to keep it in play? He does well to do so. Plays it back first time into the path of Alexander-Arnold. a bit more central now, to the edge of the penalty area, played out to Tsimikas. Nunez, back to Tsimikas again on this far side. Virgil van Dijk. Carvalho, and it goes again to Tsimikas on the left flank to Van Dijk. Gomez, bang on halfway, in the centre, plays it out to his left and Van Dijk. Then a little passing play between him and Carvalho. Carvalho in possession now. Back it goes again to Van Dijk. Now plays the switch over to Elliott on the right hand side, which is headed out of play by Mykolenko. Going to be taken by Alexander-Arnold on this right flank. Right on the edge of the penalty area. Elliott, he chips the ball up to on the edge of the box. Into Salah, inside the box, looking to weave his way into the middle. Plays it back to Fabinho. Elliott, cross goes in, headed away by James Tarkowski. Gomez wins it back from Gordon. It's going to find Alexander-Arnold. Crosses it in first time. Right footed towards the back stick. And Nunez with the opportunity with a header. But he heads it just over the bar. And Liverpool are knocking closer and closer on the Everton door. Just couldn't head it back where it came from. Nunez heads it wide. Goal at the near post, the left-hand post. So Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here. 19 minutes played here in the Premier League on Flash Score. Everton in possession now. Murphy out to goal on the left-hand side. 25 yards from goal. Alex Iwobi. Ball being moved back about 10-15 yards. Ben Davies with two against him. Manages to find Demarai Gray on the right. He's got the overlapping run of Patterson. Played across. Looking to find Davies. Everton appeal for a handball, which is waved away by Anthony Taylor. Of course, VAR is in operation this afternoon. Demarai Gray gets the last touch. Ball goes out of play for a Liverpool throw. We're having a look at the replay of it, and it just strikes Tsimikas' backside. I don't know what the appeal was about from the Everton players. Well, the crowd are really getting behind their sides. They've not had too much to cheer about in the opening 20 minutes or so of Everton. Frank Lampard trudges up and down the Everton touchline. There's a look of unease on his face. The ball played out to Alexander-Arnold on the right-hand side, cleared away towards Iwobi. Back in his path again. Nana, he played the ball into the path of, but it's a heavy touch from him and he strikes it out of play. For a Liverpool throw on the near side. Alexander-Arnold to Fabinho. In the middle of the park, finds Van Dijk. Plays it out to his right. Fabinho again. Switches it out to Alexander-Arnold on Liverpool's right side. Goes out of play for an Everton throw. 25 yards inside their own half. Going to be Mykolenko to take on the left flank. Mykolenko's picked up 26 caps for his country, signing from Dynamo Kiev earlier this year. Of course, with everything that's going on in the world at the minute, we send our best thoughts and our best wishes to the people of Ukraine. As Tsimikas wins the ball back, Diaz to Tsimikas, but legally does he bring down Demarai Gray? And Everton have a free kick 10 yards inside the Liverpool half. 21 minutes plays. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. As Tsimikas basically lifted his left leg in towards the path of Gray and brought him down illegally. It's going to be Connor Cody to take. Just inside the Liverpool half. Floated in towards the edge of the penalty area from the right hand side. Last touch coming off of Virgil van Dijk, and it's going to be an Everton corner. 22 minutes played as Van Dijk and Tarkowski share a joke and a laugh as they both went for the same ball. Van Dijk clearly getting the last touch as him and Tarkowski were battling for the ball. 22 played then. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Corner kick, left hand side, swung in by Gray. Clear from the penalty spot, and as far as Gordon, who gets an effort away first time on his right foot, but held comfortably by Alisson. And now Liverpool look to break up the other end. Nunez, he's got Diaz if he could find him. He couldn't quite, but Nikolenko clears it out of play. And it was a quick counter as we have another look at the strike from Gordon. It's quite clean for a first time strike. Side footed. But unfortunately for him, it was straight at Alisson, and the whole of Goodison Park held its collective breath. Fabinho for Liverpool, midway inside the Everton half. We've played 23 minutes here. It's Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Gomez on the half. He's got Alex Iwobi for company. Plays it out to Alexander-Arnold. Back it goes to Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Fabinho. Back it goes to Alisson again, and along the line to Virgil van Dijk. Beyond the halfway it goes, flicked on by Nunez, looking to find Luis Diaz, but read by Tarkowski, who gets it away. Only as far as Van Dijk, who flicks it on into the middle of the park as both sides contest to lose ball. Gordon wins it, and then Tsimikas brings him to ground, and Everton have a free kick on the edge of their own half. 24 minutes on the clock. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Liverpool, who had to leave it late in their previous outing against Newcastle. Carvalho scoring that winner in the 98th minute, which has been subject to many a radio phone-in and discussion on social media and football programmes up and down the land. This is Demarai Gray, who's been tripped up by Joe Gomez on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area, though Everton thought that they were going to get a free kick. They didn't get a free kick, and it goes out for a Liverpool goal kick. As Gomez puts a foot in, Gray catches it. Now Liverpool move forward with Tsimikas, brought to ground by Anthony Gordon. Free kick to Liverpool. Gordon just smiles, saying, "What? Foul?" He bundled Tsimikas to the deck. Frank Lampard, who's had his battles with Jurgen Klopp on the touchline dating back to his Chelsea days, was not happy one little bit. Back with his manager at Chelsea, Liverpool won the title back in 2020. Wasn't happy with the way that Jurgen Klopp and his bench were celebrating a victory against his side on the same night as they picked up the trophy. Rivalries were new here on Merseyside as Liverpool have a second free kick, as the first one was whipped into the penalty area and cleared away. Tsimikas again brought down, and again brought down by Gordon. These two are having a right old battle in the middle of the park this afternoon. Yeah, Gordon sends Tsimikas flying. I think the referee will have a stern word with Gordon. And to be fair to Anthony Taylor, he's been quite fair in the way that he's approached the game. Been a few challenges flying in. He's let some go and then made sure when the mark was overstepped that he stamped his authority. Alexander-Arnold and Tsimikas over the free kick. Gray and Gordon make up the two-man Everton wall, and it takes a deflection in towards Diaz off the wall, but held by Pickford in the Everton goal. Tsimikas, who fires it in towards the path of Luis Diaz, who just couldn't quite get a connection to it, and it is held by Pickford in the Everton goal. Alexander-Arnold, more central this time. Good first time ball in towards the path of Nunez, but Pickford again quick to read the pass and comes out to collect. Cody switches it out to the right side, intercepted and won back by Liverpool. Only as far as Patterson. And it goes. Liverpool throw again on the left-hand side as they attack. Back it goes in towards the path of Virgil van Dijk. Out it goes again to Shimikas on the halfway. Back to Van Dijk inside his own half. 27.5 minutes on the clock here. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Van Dijk toward Gomez on the half. Back out to Virgil van Dijk again, and now Shimikas on the left. He's got Carvalho for company, but again decides to go back to Virgil van Dijk. Gomez in the middle, switches it out to the left flank, but his pass over the top, his crossfield ball into the path of Nunez was too heavy. Reminder of what we do have live here. If you want to tune in, we've also got live commentary of the Old Firm derby between Celtic and Rangers this afternoon. First Old Firm of the season. That one currently 1-0 to Celtic at Celtic Park. So live commentary of that also available with us here on the Flag Score Audio commentary service. Away from the Premier League this weekend, on Monday we'll have live commentary from the Championship as Middlesbrough take on Sunderland. We'll stop for a second as Mikalenko finds Gordon on the left hand side. Edge of the Peltier, cross goes in heavy though as it tried to find Damare Gray, and Gordon puts his hands up in apology. Damare Gray claps him back. And positive signs for Toffee fans. But it's not just the Premier League and Championship that we're covering here on the Flash Score Audio commentary service. In the week we'll have live Champions League commentary. 3 live games on Tuesday: Dinamo Zagreb against Chelsea, Celtic, Real Madrid and Sevilla against Manchester City. And then have 3 live games on Wednesday: Ajax, Rangers, Napoli, Liverpool, Tottenham, Marseille. And then on Thursday, Europa League action sees Zurich against Arsenal, United against Real Sociedad. As Liverpool play a ball over the top, Mikalenko keeps a tight line and Liverpool are pulled up for an offside against Alexander-Arnold. Tight call from the linesman who was right in front of it. Half an hour gone here at Goodison Park in the first Premier League game of the weekend at Goodison Park, the Merseyside derby, the 241st between these two teams. The deadlock yet to be broken. Pickford then with a free kick for Everton. Forward it goes down the left flank beyond the halfway, easily read and picked up by Gomez, who goes back to Allison, who's under pressure from Gordon and then has to clear his lines. Ball drops towards Salah, but it goes out of play before he could get a touch. So throw into Everton, taken by Mikalenko, 5 yards inside the Liverpool half on the left hand side. Iwobi to Mikalenko, over the top looking to find Murpay, read by Gomez, and it goes for another Everton throw, again to be taken by Mikalenko. Play short to Gordon, Iwobi, Murpay, 2 against him. Iwobi flicks it up and then heads it out to Mikalenko. First time pass back into Iwobi, who again looks to flick it back up in the air and away. Does so only as far as Onana. Davies inside the area, looking to get past Gomez, but well read by Luis Diaz. Onana wins it back for Everton. Gray, right hand side, inside the box, shapes to shoot, comes off as Shimikas. Can he now fire the cross in from an acute angle? Can play it back, does. Patterson crossed in, looking to find Onana, headed away by Fabinho. One back again by Patterson, up against Carvalho. Cross goes in, not fully cleared. Morpay with an effort. Toss Davies off the post. The closest either side had come. And Ben Davies took advantage of a slip from the Liverpool defence, who couldn't clear their lines. Patterson initially putting it in. Gomez doesn't clear his lines. Maupay picks it up, plays it out to Davies, and then takes an effort, left-footed, striking the post on the left-hand side. Everton are more in this now, and you can tell the Goodison crowd are up on their feet. They're going mad. These are the sort of atmospheres that were created towards the end of last season and helped towards their fantastic run of form here, which kept them in the Premier League. So we have another look at the opportunity. Maupay manages to, as he takes a shot, which comes off of Van Dijk, get it across to Davies, who has an effort first time, striking the post. Excellent effort through the laces. And it strikes the top of the post. Frank Lampard's head was in his hands. He thought that his side may have taken the lead against the run of play. Alexander-Arnold, right hand side for Liverpool. Cross goes into the penalty area towards Nunez, who at the back stick was looking to try and flash it across goal a second time. Up against Patterson. Nunez collides into the corner flag. Uncomfortably, may I say. Not to be too graphic about the detail, but it was an unmentionable part of the body which clattered into it. Everton throw on their right hand side. Fabinho gives away a free kick, bringing down Davies. And the temperature is beginning to boil here inside Goodison Park. This is an old school derby game, feisty from minute one. What both managers will hope is it doesn't boil over. Mykolenko looking to find Gordon. Gordon up against Gomez, who tugs him down with his shirt. Free kick to Liverpool. Played along the line to Virgil van Dijk. Fabinho. Shimikas back to Van Dijk, deep inside his own half. 34.5 minutes played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 at Goodison Park here on the Flash Audio commentary service. Alexander-Arnold on the halfway, out on the right hand side. Elliott back to Gomez. Now Van Dijk under pressure from Davies. Gomez, Fabinho. Back it goes to Alisson inside the Liverpool goal. Plays it out, switches it out to the right hand side, but it's read by Mykolenko, who thrashes the ball clear and clear out of play for a Liverpool goal kick. Well, Liverpool have got an excellent record in this fixture. They've lost just one of their last 26 meetings with Everton in all competitions. That was a 2-0 defeat in the league at Anfield in February last year. And Carlo Ancelotti was the man in charge at Goodison Park. The last league victory here against Liverpool came in October 2010. Tim Cahill, Mikel Arteta scored in a 2-0 victory when David Moyes was manager. It was actually Roy Hodgson's only Merseyside derby as Liverpool manager. Since then, Liverpool unbeaten in their last 11 Premier League visits to Goodison Park, but 8 of those 11 matches have resulted in draws. That's the current scenario here. Of course, Virgil van Dijk, who plays along the line to Gomez. It's a return to the ground where he did his ACL 2 seasons ago, ruled him out for the entirety pretty much of the COVID campaign, as Salah looked to thread the ball in towards Fabinho in the penalty area. Elliott on the edge of the box, out to Alexander-Arnold in the middle. Salah, Fabinho, right hand side edge of the box. Elliott, cross goes in, headed away for finding Salah. Alexander-Arnold looks to win it back, but cleared away by Davies. Van Dijk on the half. Played out to Shimikas. Diaz. Fabinho looking to thread it towards Carvalho. Darwin Nunez wins it back, but Carvalho brought down. Referee looked to play the advantage, but it's a free kick, and Onana is going to be the first player in Anthony Taylor's notebook this afternoon. His challenge, yeah, he just basically sticks his foot out on Carvalho, right in the eyes of the referee. So that's the second booking this series for Amadou Onana. Concern for Jurgen Klopp on the touchline for Carvalho, who was brought in as a reward for his performance coming off the bench in that 2-1 victory against Newcastle in the week. Signed from Fulham in the summer and has fitted into Jurgen Klopp's side quite well, you'd say. He has a conversation with literally anyone and everyone in his sights on the touchline. Now having a conflab with the fourth official. There's Liverpool's substitutes warm up. Some obvious concern for Carvalho, and Klopp again is remonstrating his point with the fourth official. As Carvalho moves off slightly gingerly. So Liverpool have a free kick. It's going to be between Alexander-Arnold and Tsimikas to take out on the left-hand side. Gordon and Gray make up the two-man Everton wall. The defensive line is pretty much hooked towards the line on the edge of the penalty area. It looks as if it's going to be Alexander-Arnold to take. Whistle goes. Tsimikas makes a call. In towards the area it goes. Flicked away before finding Fabinho. Salah now, edge of the box, right-hand side. Cross goes in. Back post. Towards Nunez! Just over the bar. And again, his aerial threat is causing Everton problems. Gets the better of both Davies and Patterson, rising above the pair, but couldn't cleanly get his head to the ball. It flicks over the bar. More opportunities for Liverpool to approach 40th minute. 5 to go until the break. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on Flash Score, as Jordan Pickford's goal kick goes straight out of play for Liverpool. Throw to be taken by Alexander-Arnold out on the right hand side. About 5 yards from the edge of his own half. Throw goes forward, looking to find Diaz, headed away by Mikalenko. Back up in the air and one back by Gordon. 5 yards inside his own half. Then dispossessed by Gomez. Plays it forward first time towards Nunez. Brought down by Elliott. Challenge from Onana. Ball goes out for a Liverpool throw. It was he who got the last touch. Alexander-Arnold to take. Right hand side. Midway inside the Everton half. Forward it goes, looking to find Salah on the edge of the box, headed away by Mikalenko, only as far as Nunez, who will watch it go for a Liverpool throw again. Advancing closer towards the Everton penalty area, 4 to go to the break. Goalless to score here at Goodison in the Merseyside derby. Alexander-Arnold to take the throw for Liverpool. Short to Diaz on the edge of the penalty area. Last touch coming off of Diaz, he looked to play the cross in. Deflection off the Everton defender initially, for then bouncing back off of Diaz, out of play for an Everton goal kick. Roberto Firmino, interestingly, has just come out to warm up. I wonder whether that signifies a potential change at half time. Free to go to the break. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on Flash Score. Salah on the halfway on the right hand side up against Mikalenko. Manages, even on the deck, to find a way to Fabinho. Ball lofted over the top, in towards the path of Nunez. Brings it down first time. Everton goal! Oh, it comes off the post. It would have been a fantastic goal if it went in. Diaz, second by the chain, brings himself inside, and again off the post. Twice the woodwork have denied Liverpool in the space of seconds. And Everton can count themselves lucky. It's still 0-0. Thunderous effort from Diaz, right-footed, striking the post. 4 seconds earlier, Nunez chests it down, has a go on the volley on his right foot. And it's a brilliant hand from Pickford to tip it onto the post. Excellent goalkeeping from the Everton keeper to keep his side level. And Jurgen Klopp, head in hands, cannot believe it's still 0-0. 2 to the break, Everton 0, Liverpool 0 somehow. Fabinho, back to Van Dijk. Meanwhile, in our other commentary game in the Scottish Premiership, it's the Old Firm, and Celtic have opened up a 3-0 lead here against Rangers. Back to Goodison we go. Liverpool look to advance again, having twice hit the post in the matter of seconds. Carvalho. Back to Virgil van Dijk on the halfway. Forward looking to find Diaz on the edge of the penalty area. One back by Tsimikas. It rolls all the way back to Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Just over a minute to go until half time. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Van Dijk on the line to Joe Gomez. Van Dijk again. Switches it out to the right hand side to Alexander-Arnold. Brings it down of his first touch. Crosses it into the edge of the area. Looking to find the lurking Darwin Nunez. Cleared away by Everton as far as Van Dijk. Fabinho in the middle, plays it out to his left. And Diaz picks up on the edge of the penalty area. Tsimikas has the overlapping one inside the box, plays it along the line, headed out of play by Cody before finding Nunez. And Jordan Pickford is going absolutely nuts at his Everton defenders, because once again Liverpool are just being allowed time and space. We see another replay of Luis Diaz's effort, which strikes the post. Corner to be taken by Liverpool. Tsimikas to take it, left-footed, down the left side. Swung in towards the penalty spot towards Van Dijk, who flicks it on. Cleared away by Gordon. Now Demarai Gray looks to lead a break for Everton. Out to Gordon on the unfamiliar right-hand side for him. We're going to get the better of Tsimikas and Gomez. Gordon still moving towards the edge of the penalty area now. One back by Liverpool. Harvey Elliott now looking to drive forward for the Reds. 2 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Carvalho, Salah on the halfway. Got Mikalenko for company. One back by Iwobi. Morpay goes to ground. Fouled by Fabinho. Free kick to Everton. Taken quickly. Iwobi. Minano on the halfway, out in the middle. Out now it goes to the right hand side into Anthony Gordon. Driving forward now. Cross goes into the penalty area. Eludes everyone. Demarai Gray was the intended target, headed away by Gomez. Mikalenko on the left flank. Iwobi in the middle. Ball goes into the edge of the penalty area. Davis over towards Morpay, but Alexander-Arnold read it well. Had to make that timely interception, otherwise Everton could have gone into the break one up. He would have been able to board it down of his first touch, then have an effort on goal. Mikalenko, cross goes in, cleared away by Tsimikas. Nunez deep inside his own half, one back by Onana. Gordon now, right hand side, driving towards the edge of the penalty area, but one back well by Darwin Nunez. 30 seconds or so left of stoppage time at the end of this first half. 0-0 the score between Everton and Liverpool. It's been a fiery and ill-tempered Merseyside derby so far. The temperature of the first half. Liverpool hit the post twice. Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz in quick succession. The first one from Nunez came courtesy of a great tip onto the post from Jordan Pickford in the Everton goal. At the break at Goodison Park, it is Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score audio commentary service. Everton to get us underway in this second half, attacking the Gladys Street end. We are back underway. They're attacking left to right as we look at it in this second period. Liverpool have two really good chances just before the break, hitting the post twice from Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz. It's been the closest either side have come to breaking the deadlock in the opening period. The best chance for Everton was Ben Davies. He hit the post himself. But it has been all Liverpool in the opening period. You have just joined us here as Cody and Nunez get tangled together. Nunez is away, but illegally, in the eyes of the referee, getting the better of Connor Cody. Everton free kick here. The start of the second half. One of a number of Premier League matches this afternoon, 8 in total, bringing you 6 more live commentaries today on the Flash Score audio commentary service. You'll be able to listen to Chelsea, West Ham, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, Tottenham, Fulham and Wolves against Southampton from 3 o'clock, and then later on this evening the late game at 5:30. We'll see Aston Villa take on Manchester City. Please do join us for that. Damare Gray intercepts at Everton, looking to float one forward in towards the path of Morpay, intercepted by Shimikas, who drives forward now towards Diaz inside the Everton penalty area, left hand side, fired across towards Nunez, who again has an effort on goal, this time going wide of the target. Last touch coming off an Everton defender, but it goes out of play for a corner kick. Diaz was trying to keep it back in second time round. Matter of fact, my point, I think it's gone out for a goal kick. It was Shimikas who made the run. I know it's offside against Luis Diaz. The last touch did come off of a London body, but it was a free kick for offside against Luis Diaz. Liverpool again, Diaz, left-hand side, Shimikas looks to get the cross in on the edge of the penalty, gets a bit of a Patterson, plays a short one, looking to find Diaz, but cleared away by Connor Cody. It's another Liverpool throw right at the start of the second half. 2.5 minutes played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on the Flash Score audio commentary service. 0-0 between Everton and Liverpool here at Goodison Park. Nunez, Shimikas. Back to Virgil van Dijk. Salah dispossessed by Gordon. Everton look to go now. Flicked over the top in towards the path of Davids on the halfway. One back by Van Dijk. Shimikas. Firmino. Plays out to Salah on the right hand side. He's got Mikalenko for company. Elliott's making an overlapping one, but plays it in towards the middle. Now in towards the path of Nunez, who has an effort which is deflected by, blocked by Patterson. Shimikas, edge of the box, left side. Cross goes into the back stick, headed away. Only as far as Elliott, who flashes it across goal, just evading Firmino, and then the second effort from Shimikas comes off the crossbar. And Liverpool are pressing closer and closer and closer towards breaking that deadlock. Cross comes in, then back towards Shimikas, and then it's fired wide of target. They are getting oh so closer. Shimikas again causing all sorts of bother. Firmino on the halfway for Liverpool. Over the top to Salah. Looks to move from the right into the middle. Dispossessed by Iwobi. Now played out towards Damare Gray on the right hand side for Everton. He's got Shimikas accompany now on the edge of the penalty area. He's got two in to find if he can. Iwobi on the edge of the box. Crosses in towards Morpay. Overhead kick over the bar. Looking to open up his Everton account in some style in the derby. Brilliant ball in from Iwobi. Morpay brings up with the first touch, then elects to go for the bicycle kick. goes out and over. Now again, Liverpool in possession. Elliott out to Salah, right hand side. Got Mykolenko for company. He wins it back, Mykolenko, but doesn't win a free kick after going to ground. Last touch comes off of Salah as it goes out of play for an Everton throw. Salah having a discussion with the linesman, not too happy so far. So Everton throw out on the left-hand side as they attack in this second period. Anthony Gordon now towards the half, towards Demarai Gray. He's got Elliott and Tsimikas for company. One back by Firmino. Out of play it goes for a Liverpool throw out on the right-hand side as they attack in this second half. About midway inside the Everton half. Alexander-Arnold to take on the right flank. Forward it goes, looking to find Salah, but dispossessed by Tarkowski, cleared away. Tarkowski is making his 200 league appearance this afternoon. And then Gordon hoisted to the deck by Gomez. If we're having none of it. In fact, it was more players hoisted to the deck by Gomez, a little bit more aside. Tsimikas, out it goes towards Luis Diaz, left-hand side, edge of the Peltier, brings himself in towards the middle. He's got Tsimikas again on the left, crosses in first time. Davies heads it out for another Liverpool corner. 52 played here in the Merseyside derby. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. One of a number of games you can listen to across Flash Score this afternoon. We also have Scottish Premiership action on one of our other streams. It's Celtic against Rangers in the first Old Firm derby of the season. Celtic running riot, leading Rangers by 3-0. Corner though here at Goodison Park for Liverpool. Tsimikas floats in towards the back stick, headed away by Tarkowski. Floated back in again by Alexander-Arnold, but it's going to be comfortably held by Pickford in the Everton goal. 52.5 played. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Flayed it out first time. We're going to find a Roby. Alexander-Arnold will block off the run. It will go out of play for Liverpool throw halfway inside their own half. Alexander-Arnold to take on the right side as they attack in this second period. Taking his time as it's played forward to Darwin Nunez. Out it goes for another Liverpool throw to be taken by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Firmino, first time ball forward on the right side to Salah on the edge of the penalty area. He's got Diaz in the penalty area, squares it, looking to find it now towards Nunez, but straight at Pickford, who right from the edge of the penalty area. Nunez has a stab first time on the volley, but comfortably collected by Jordan Pickford. Davies clears away as Firmino was lurking again, and it goes Liverpool throw. They're putting more and more pressure on this Everton back line, who are having to become more and more stubborn. And it goes then to Tsimikas, left hand side to Diaz in the middle of the Everton half, down the centre. Firmino, edge of the box, out to Tsimikas, left hand side, inside the area, looking to play across it towards the back stick where Nunez again was lurking, but once again Connor Cody puts his head on the line for Everton, gets it out of play for another Liverpool corner kick. Tsimikas, who is onside, just onside, plays the ball in left hand side inside the box, and Cody gets his head to it, heads it away. Out it goes for a Liverpool corner kick. 54 on the clock. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 in the Premier League on Flash Score. Alexander-Arnold to take. Right-footed. Left-hand side. Salah at the back stick. We're going to dink it across towards Elliott. Morpay gets it away for Everton, only as far as Gomez. Plays it out first time to Salah on the right-hand side. Then decides to loft it back to Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Out to Tsimikas, left-hand side. 5 yards inside his own half. 55 minutes played, 10 of the second half gone. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 in the Premier League in what was a short-tempered first half. They haven't quite flared up yet in the second period. The ball's gone over towards Diaz, and that was a big shove from Patterson. And the Everton faithful behind the goal are giving him some reception. Let's just put it that way. Well, 8 of the last 10 Premier League meetings here have been draws. And there was a famous 0-0 draw here in 2019, which may have scuppered Liverpool's hopes of winning the league that year. Moorpay inside the Everton half. Liverpool with 64% possession compared to Everton's 36%. Much more in the last Merseyside derby, where Everton only had 18%. Iwobi has a go at goal, looking to outfall Alisson off his line from about 30 yards out. It was a tame volley in truth. He saw the opportunity, decided to go for it, tried to be the hero. Alisson was off his line, but not that Alisson needed to worry about the effort. Now this is Elliott for Liverpool, onto the halfway where Diaz plays it back in towards the path of Elliott, cleared away by Patterson. Only as far as Alexander-Arnold, right hand side, 5 yards inside the Everton half. Alexander-Arnold again, following the first time pass from Salah, fronted into the penalty area. Diaz in possession, can he keep it in play? No, he can't, goes out of play for a goal kick. 12 minutes played in the second half, and reinforcements for Jurgen Klopp are going to be brought on in the shape of Andy Robertson and James Milner shortly. Conor Coady for Everton, just outside his penalty area, played across to Patterson, left hand side as Everton attack in the second half. As a heavily paced pass back to Conor Coady, and he concedes an unforced corner as a result. And Frank Lampard with a rueful look on his face as the camera pans to him. Tsimikas to take the corner. It's going to be swung in left-footed down the left channel. 7.5 minutes played. Swung in left-footed towards the back post. Flicked on by Van Dijk, but it goes out of play. Pickford with nothing really to worry about there. And it looks as if Robertson and Milner are going to be ready, and they're going to come on now. And coming off is Tsimikas for Robertson. An easy straight swap down the left hand side. Then James Milner will be, in fact it's Alexander-Arnold who's coming off for Robertson, and then Milner is the one replacing Tsimikas. So Robertson out on the right side, Milner down on the left, interestingly. Damari Gray wins it back for Everton, and out it goes to Anthony Gordon. Gray inside the area, left hand side, looks to play it back to Moorpay, but out it goes for an Everton throw, cleared away by Joe Gomez. We approach the hour mark here at Goodison Park. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 here in the Premier League on Flash Score. Everton to make a change of their own shortly. But here's the toffees of a throw. Play back in towards the path of Tarkowski. Back to Pickford in the Everton goal. Play forward beyond the halfway. It's a good pass out to Mikalenko. But it strayed back into the path of Alisson. One back by Iwobi in the middle of the park. Gordon loses out to Milner, but one back by Iwobi. Davis down the centre in the middle of the Liverpool half. He's got more pay for company. Can play it out to Gordon on the left. He does. Gordon, left hand side, edge of the penalty area. Milner and Elliott against him, gets the better run of the two and then plays across in, which is cleared out of play for Virgil van Dijk, and it's by Virgil van Dijk, and it is Everton corner. Gordon getting past Milner, but wouldn't get past Van Dijk, who knocks it out of play for an Everton corner. Hour on the clock. Goalless at Goodison Park. Everton with a corner. Demarai Gray to take, right-footed. In swinger towards the back post, but way too high for anyone to grab a hold of. He goes straight out for a Liverpool goal kick. Remember, we've got commentaries from Stamford Bridge, St James's Park, the City Ground, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium and Molineux to come from 3 o'clock here on the Flash Score Audio commentary service. Then we'll have the late offering as well later on this evening from Villa Park as Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa takes on Manchester City. And Everton now prepared to make their first sub of the game. Ben Davies is coming off to be replaced by Trezeguet. That's Everton's first sub of the game. We enter the 62nd minute here at Goodison. Goalless between Everton and Liverpool thus far. Patterson towards Guillet, who's just come on here for Everton. Ball lofted over the top, cleared away by Milner, and he fires Iwobi on the left-hand side, 5 yards inside his half. Demarai Gray back to Iwobi, now play back into his own half. Crossfield ball out to the right-hand side towards Gordon on the edge of the penalty area. He's got Robertson for company. Gordon played along the line. Patterson has a strike on goal. Comes off of Van Dijk and it goes out for an Everton corner. Goodison Park suddenly roars its way into life. And they do with every single opportunity that comes their way. And maybe suddenly for the first time in this game they're sensing a bit of blood. Demarai Gray going to be taken right-footed from the right-hand side. It's only Everton's second corner of the game. Swung in towards the penalty spot, headed away by Virgil van Dijk. Gordon couldn't quite float in a second ball, cleared away by Harvey Elliott. Milner, who's playing as a right-back, floated on into the area, looking to find Nunez inside the box. Back it goes for Firmino inside the area, has a crack at goal! And it's a big hand from Pickford to deny him. Firmino has a strike on goal. It is going on target. Big hand from Pickford to palm it away. And Liverpool have yet another corner. It's going to be Robertson to take. Left-footed down the left side. And again another big hand from Jordan Pickford. This time again from Roberto Firmino. He's the one who rises highest, higher than Cody. Pickford punching it away like a hot potato. And this time Robertson goes short left-footed. Milner, left side, cross goes in. Back stick, headed across, looking to find Luis Diaz on Van Dijk. Nunez now towards Fabinho. And again Pickford gets it away. 3 telling saves from the Everton goalkeeper within the space of a couple of minutes. And this time Van Dijk flies it up in the air. Nunez brings it down towards Fabinho. And with Tarkowski in his way as well, he has to parry it away. And Pickford signals with his hands to the eyes, to the Everton defenders to switch on here. Corner swung in towards Van Dijk, cleared away by Everton, and now they look to get the break on. Demarai Gray is very much a possibility now, breaking clear. Left hand side, edge of the box now, he's got Gordon and Onana for company, finds Maupay! But he can't break the deadlock. This time it's Alisson with a big save. It really is becoming end-to-end stuff now. Morpay brings it down with the first touch, has an effort on goal with the second, but Alisson makes himself big and uses that body to make the save. And this Merseyside derby really is kicking into gear now. Ball floated in from the corner, punched away by Alisson. Cleared away by Milner. Only as far as Mykolenko, back to Pickford in the Everton goal. 65.5 minutes played. It's end-to-end stuff at the minute, but it's still goalless between Everton and Liverpool at Goodison Park. But what another play by Robertson. It's going to be another Everton throw. Frank Lampard encouraging his players on. He knows that there's an opportunity here. They have the better of the running over the last couple of minutes since Liverpool had those couple of chances. Here's Everton with the throw. Plays short to Gordon, but it's a heavy touch from him. Goes out for a Liverpool throw on the right flank as they attack in the second half. Up in the air, one back by Everton on the deck, but pass threaded through in towards the path of either Morpay or Gray was too heavy. Now Liverpool move on the left hand side. It's Andy Robertson, who, as he looked to try and get the cross in, is stopped in his tracks. Robertson again with another corner for Liverpool. Going to be left-footed, swung in towards the back post, headed on by Van Dijk. Núñez looks to get there as well, cleared away by Gordon, and now looks to move for Everton. Gets past Milner. 3-on-3 here. Gordon's got Morpay out to his right. Morpay on the edge of the area. Can he play in Gordon, who moves out to the right himself, gets the cross in, goes out for an Everton corner. And again, the roar of appreciation from the Goodison crowd. Morpay plays along to his right to Gordon. And Gomez for company. Last touch coming off of Gomez. Everton corner. All this game is missing at the minute is a goal. Demarai Gray with the corner. Right footed, swung in. Headed away, only as far as Mykolenko on the edge of the box on the left-hand side. Cross goes in towards the back stick. Tarkowski makes chase. Gray, edge of the box, right side. Crosses it in once again. Brought down by Morpay! And it's in! Connor Cody with a telling touch! The Liverpool man gives Everton the lead in the Merseyside derby! And once again, Liverpool concede the first goal in the Premier League. The game was opening up. Chances were flying aplenty. You sensed the goal was coming. And Connor Cody, the Liverpool fan, gives Everton the lead. Demarai Gray with the telling cross into the penalty area. Morpay brings it down. There's going to be question marks offside here against Connor Cody. He's fired across into his path. Milner might just be playing him onside as the ball is played across. VAR will have a look at it. But Connor Cody, as he stands, as he runs away towards the Gladys Street end, the Liverpool boy gives Everton the lead unless the lines are being drawn out. VAR is checking this for a possible offside. And I think Milner is just playing him on. It's literally little toe type stuff. This is a tight call, a really tight call as the ball's played in. I think Cody's okay. A nervous rate around Goodison Park. But it'll be a nervous wait for a bad reason. Because it looks as if the goal has been ruled out. It has been ruled out. And Liverpool have a reprieve with 20 to go. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. The shoulder of Conor Cody strays offside. And that is why we are still goalless. The Liverpool fans cheering the offside goal as if it's a goal. More anguish from those Everton supporters. And Conor Cody, straight in reaction to the goal being ruled out, saying to his side, switch on, switch on. And Darwin Núñez is perhaps toying with Conor Cody, who's got a face like thunder, understandably so. And Frank Lampard himself can't quite believe the goal's been ruled out for offside. That's going to be a contentious one. One for the analysts and studios up and down the land to look at. That moment of sheer joy has turned to utter dejection for the Everton supporters. 18 minutes to play. And it is still goalless. Robertson goes out of play. Everton throw. Núñez unhappy about something as he's down on the deck. He was the challenger to Tarkowski. He's saying that Tarkowski's boot was high. It was certainly up above the leg was Tarkowski's left foot. So 18 minutes for someone to find the breakthrough here. Just a reminder of our live games at 3 o'clock in the Premier League on the Flash Score audio commentary service. Chelsea, West Ham, Newcastle Palace. I'm going to be doing Forest against Bournemouth, so if you'd like to join me for that, you're more than welcome to. Tottenham take on Fulham, Wolves against Southampton. The late game is Aston Villa against Manchester City. And we have live commentary in the Scottish Premiership as Celtic take on Rangers. Celtic lead by 3-0 in that one. Milner clearing the ball away on the right-hand side for Liverpool. Looking to find Salah just beyond the halfway. Out it goes for a Liverpool throw. Last touch coming off of James Tarkowski. To be taken by Milner. Right-hand side. Pretty much bang on halfway. Going forward. Looking to find Salah, cleared away by Everton. Iwobi on the left flank, Demarai Gray in the middle, just inside his own half. Plays it along the line to Patterson. Gray, Patterson again towards Onana. Gray now, right hand side, moving in more centrally, edge of the box, switching it out to Gordon on the left side. Read by Milner, only as far as Iwobi. Can he play in Gordon? No, he can't. It's read well by Gomez. Out it goes for an Everton throw. And at the minute, they're the only side that look likely to score. Just over a quarter of an hour left to play at Anfield. 74 on the clock. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Roberto Firmino to Salah. To Firmino again, right hand side, looking to play in Núñez in the middle, 5 inside the half, one back by Salah. Long lofting ball over the top towards Luis Diaz. He's got Robertson out on his left, inside the box, but it's a poor pass. It's cleared away by Everton. Onana in possession. Idrissa Gueye, halfway, looking to play it out to Maupay. And this is now Luis Diaz for Liverpool. Left hand side, got Robertson for company. Robertson, 25 yards from goal on this left flank. Got Patterson up against him. Quarter of an hour left. Everton 0, Liverpool 0 on the Premier League here on the Flash Score Live audio commentary service. Reminder, we have 5 of the 6 3 o'clock kickoffs live for you. Firmino, left-hand side, edge of the penalty area. Floats one in, looking to find Nunez, but it's going to be a comfortable take for Pickford in the Everton goal, and Liverpool are bringing on more reinforcements to make their final changes. With 14 and a half minutes left to play. Connor Cody in possession for Everton, who goal has been disallowed. That'll be the real talking point of the game, regardless of how it finishes. Onana looking to play it across towards Maupay, but goes to ground. Van Dijk giving away a free kick, and Van Dijk is going to be put into Anthony Taylor's notebook as a result. Onana getting himself away past Virgil van Dijk and puts his studs into Onana's left foot. Nasty challenge. And the referee, rightfully so, given a yellow card. And concern for Onana, which I suppose is a surprise, the way that Van Dijk landed on him. Stud straight into him. And Onana just saying, well, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And Van Dijk gives him a pat on the back and walks away from the conversation. Frank Lampard, flanked by Ashley Cole as part of his technical team. Deep in conversation. Liverpool going to make their final 2 changes. Diogo Jota's going to definitely come on. As we have another look at the challenge from Van Dijk, Onana is still on the surface. He lips off gingerly out to the near touchline. Felt the full effects of that one. Everton free kick then, about 10 yards inside the Liverpool half, just off centre to the right. Demarai Gray over the ball, the only man over the ball, so it's going to be him to take. Liverpool's defensive line is pretty much up to the D on the edge of the penalty area. So Demarai Gray, 10 yards inside the Liverpool half, off centre to the right hand side, to take it right-footed, swung in towards the edge of the box, headed away by Fabinho. And back into the path of Patterson, who's going to launch another one in. Edge of the box, flicked on, doesn't quite fall for Cody, but Van Dijk flings it out of play for another Everton corner. 12 to play, goalless in the Merseyside derby. Demarai Gray's going to take out on the left-hand flank. What do you do with this set piece? 11.5 minutes to play. Goalless in the Merseyside derby. Demarai Gray, right-footed, in-swinger to the near post, towards Cody again, but this time headed away. Mikalenko. Out to Gray, chests it down left-hand side, edge of the penalty, but the flag is up for offside. So Liverpool now will make those changes. Harvey Elliott coming off for Joel Matip, and then Darwin Nunez for Diogo Jota. Van Dijk, left hand side for Liverpool, to Robertson, who strays just inside the Everton half. 10.5 minutes left of this, the 241st Merseyside derby. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Out it goes. Another Liverpool throw. 10 yards inside the Everton half, and Everton are preparing to make their second change of the afternoon. Ball headed away by Patterson, looking to find Darwin Nunez on the halfway. Onana brought down. Nothing wrong in the eyes of the referees. Fabinho played it on the line into Matip, who's filled in the centre-back role. Gomez has moved out to the right, and Milner's now playing as one of the holding midfielders. And it goes right-hand side. Mo Salah now looking to thread in Diogo Jota. Jota, who gives away a foul on Mikalenko. Everton free kick on the edge of the penalty area. Of course, reminder that we will have live championship action on Monday. Middlesbrough against Sunderland. Our coverage will begin from 7:55 as Onana is down on the deck again. I think he'll be the player that'll be coming off for Everton. Which may give an opportunity for Allen to come on, Brazilian international. Yet to make an appearance this season. This will be his first if he can get onto the pitch in the moments that remain. Flag up again for offside against Demarai Gray. Everton are prepared to make their next change, and it's going to be Anthony Gordon that comes off. He's going to be replaced by Dwight McNeil, the only player dropped from the side that drew 1-1 with Leeds United in midweek. He was made way for Mopé, who made his debut for Everton this afternoon. Because of the bank holiday weekend and the fact he was signed on Friday meant he wasn't eligible to play in the Tuesday game against Leeds United, something Frank Lampard was most definitely baffled about. And it's Everton with a throw, right hand side. Patterson 10 yards inside the Liverpool half, knocked up by Milner, out to Jota, one back though by Guillet. Going to leave the throw for Patterson on this right hand side. Just over 7 minutes to go. Van Dijk wins it up in the air. Patterson lets it go for an Everton throw. Short to Onana. Guillet along the line out to the left side. Mikalenko. Gray. Iwobi back to Gray again. 15 yards inside the Liverpool half, down the left flank. Now to Mopé, up against Van Dijk. Back to Alex Iwobi. McNeil, two against him. Patterson, McNeil, out towards Mopé in the area. Now McNeil, curling effort, takes a deflection and is tipped over the bar by Alisson. And it had to be tipped over by the Liverpool keeper. And the man who's just come on is trying to make an instant impact. Almost gave Everton the lead. It took a deflection en route. Alisson tips it over, and Everton have a corner. Left side, floated in, punched away before finding Tarkowski. Jota clears his lines. Everton win it back with Patterson. Then one back again by Jota, atoning for the error. Diaz to Jota, looking to square it over to Mo Salah on the right side. Jurgen Klopp applauding that previous passage of play. Robertson with the throw-in for Liverpool down the left-hand side. Plays it back to Van Dijk inside his own half. Milner in the middle of the park, down the centre, out to Joe Gomez. Matip. Van Dijk. Gomez, right-hand side, 5 yards inside the Everton half. Out to Mo Salah. Looks to move from the right into the middle and doing so well. Getting the better of a number of defenders. Then look to play the ball through to Diaz. Everton clear their lines, but have they fully done so? Diaz wins the ball back, but illegally does so. 5 to play. Everton 0, Liverpool 0, and Everton with a free kick on the edge of their own penalty area. Of course, we have one other commentary game live for you now, and it's at Celtic Park. It's the Old Firm derby, and Celtic have opened up a 4-0 lead on Rangers. Reminder from 3 o'clock, do stick with us. We've got Chelsea, West Ham, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth, Tottenham, Fulham, Wolves against Southampton. Then later on tonight, Aston Villa against Manchester City. Then we have the 2 games tomorrow. Brighton against Leicester from 2 p.m. and then Manchester United against Arsenal from Old Trafford from 4:30. You can listen to both of them here on the Flash Score live audio commentary service. 4 to play in this one. Goodison Park, the early kick-off, the Merseyside derby, currently goalless between Everton and Liverpool. It would actually be the 77th draw in 241 meetings between these two if it stays this way. Matip to Van Dijk. Robertson on the halfway, left-hand side to Diogo Jota along the line. Fabinho in the middle, midway inside the Everton half. He's got room to move, can play in Salah, right-hand side, edge of the box, threads the ball in to Firmino! And again another telling hand from Pickford. Not happy with the amount of space that Roberto Firmino was afforded. And it is Salah who looks up, plays the pass into Firmino, first time strike, and Pickford palms it away. Salah again, causing problems on the right wing, getting the better of Mykolenko. Salah, still up against Mykolenko, sees the free kick, brings Mykolenko to the deck. And he's remonstrating to the referee that it was 6 of one, half a dozen of the others. Jordan Pickford is telling his Everton defensive colleagues exactly what he thinks. We're going to have a look at Firmino's go at goal. Again, another big hand from Jordan Pickford. It's only, well, Liverpool 6 shots on target. Everton have only had 2. 16 attempts to 13. They've done everything but find the back of the net. Well, Everton did find the back of the net, but it was disallowed for offside against Connor Cody. Virgil van Dijk on the edge of his own penalty area. Over to Fabinho. Van Dijk out to Matip on his right hand side. He's got Gomez alongside the line if he wants to find him. He does. Gomez flicked over the top, headed away, only as far as Fabinho. Up in the air it goes towards Roberto Firmino, headed away as far as Matip. Gomez, right side, played to Virgil van Dijk. 90 seconds plus stoppage time to be played here. Goalless between Everton and Liverpool. Robertson, Van Dijk inside his own half, up against the pressure of Maupay. Finds Robertson, left hand side. He's got Padson for company. Plays the ball into the penalty area. Connor Cody gets away for finding Jota, but gets there second time. Left side. We're going to get it across the penalty area. Goes out of play for a goal kick. Jota's saying that he should have gone for a corner. Just having another replay of it, and he's right. Patson got the last touch. But irrelevant now. With 45 seconds plus stoppage time left to play. Everton will be happy with the point. Most definitely the happy of the two managers with the point. Although, if Wednesday night is anything to go by, be ready for it to go right to the very last knockings. Liverpool score in the 98th minute to beat Newcastle. It could be the other way around here. It could be late drama in Everton's favour. Dwight McNeil, right-hand side. Got Robertson for company. Cross goes in, headed away by Van Dijk. Now Robertson. Firmino inside his own half. Fabinho looking to play in Jota. There'll be 5 minutes added on at the end of this. Diaz inside the area, looks to play it across. Can Salah now get to it right hand side after the initial cross is headed away? Milner loses out, and now Everton look to break free. Dwight McNeil on the halfway, driving forward. He's got Mopay for company. Referee plays on. McNeil up against Matip. McNeil, he's got options out on the left. Finds Gray. Gray, he's got to have an effort himself, but held by Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Diogo Jota now for Liverpool. Looks to bring it inside. Cleared away by Patterson. Over the top it goes. Dijk will get there before Neil Maupay. Alisson to Milner inside his own half. Forward it goes. Out towards Luis Diaz. Left hand side, edge of the penalty area for Liverpool. Got Patterson up against him. Diaz works his way into the centre now on the edge of the box. Plays it to Milner. Out to Fabinho, left hand side. Robertson, edge of the box. Same side. Cross goes in. Back thick. Jota! But goes across the face of goal. So Van Dijk now throwing left side for Liverpool. Literally on halfway. 6 minutes added on at the end of this. We've played almost 2 of them. Fabinho is the latest player to go in Anthony Taylor's book. Virgil van Dijk. Matip. Van Dijk again. Robertson. Diaz. Left hand side. Edge of the penalty area. 2 against him. Looks to play it back, but 1 back by Neil Maupay, who now looks to drive on the right hand side for Everton. He's got Milner and Robertson for company. Last touch coming off of Milner. Goes out of play. Everton throw. Halfway. Right hand side. 2.5 of the 6 added on have been played. Jurgen Klopp will be despondent, I think, with the point. Lampard will be disappointed with the fact that Conor Cody's goal was chalked out for offside. Patterson. Forward looking to find Maupay, headed away by Van Dijk, not convincingly so. Matip makes sure it goes back to Alisson, who lost it clear beyond the half. We're going to find Jota, Tarkowski, Gueye, 1 back, and now this is Firmino looking to find Diaz, headed away on as far as Jota, out to Salah, right hand side, but he's in the penalty area, Salah decides to go alone, takes a deflection and cleared away by Everton. Van Dijk flicks it down. Fabinho out to Robertson inside their own half, and now Matip in the middle, and it goes to the left and to Andy Robertson, who's fighting to keep it in play. Does well right by the corner flag. Cross goes into the near post, headed away before finding Luis Diaz. Fabinho. Just over 2 minutes left of added time here at Goodison Park. Matip. We're going to thread the ball forward, but it's going to be held by Jordan Pickford in the Everton goal. Jordan Pickford, who's picked up the Everton and game player of the match for his contributions this afternoon. In fairness, it's been a game where both goalkeepers have had to earn their money, but 2 crucial saves from Pickford have kept this game at 0-0, and maybe they could have had so much more from this match. .90 seconds of added time remain. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. Everton had the ball over the top, looking to create a chance, but it's going to be held by Alisson in the Liverpool goal. Robertson, left hand side. Can Liverpool find a late winner here. Driving towards the penalty area. Diaz, edge of the box, out to Salah! Off the post! Doesn't fall for Diaz. Salah has a second crack, but that goes wide of goal. And Jurgen Klopp's head's in his hands. He can't quite believe that he hasn't got his side in front. Well, that his side ain't in front, right at the death. Salah. And again, Pickford, big hand onto the post. And then it just doesn't fall for Jota on the rebound. And Jordan Pickford down on the ground, celebrating as if it's a goal. It's a goal saver, and may well be a point saver for Everton. "20 seconds remain. Goalless at Goodison Park. It looks as if that's how it's going to end here. And don't forget, 6 live commentaries at 3 o'clock. As Pickford lost it clear out of play, and that should probably be that now. Liverpool have one final chance for a throw on the right hand side. Anthony Taylor's ready to put the whistle to his lips. Well, Everton have been the draw specialists in the league so far this season. It looks as if that record's going to continue now. It's been their 4th consecutive Premier League draw. All of the others have been 1-1, unless Liverpool can find something late here. Salah inside the area, cleared away. And this time, the whistle goes. There will be no late winner for Liverpool this time round. Everton get a 4th consecutive draw, but they feel like they should have had 3 points. Connor Cody did put them in front before VAR ruled his effort out for being offside. For Liverpool, more drop points in the wake of the chase with Manchester City for the league title. Jordan Pickford, the hero of Goodison Park this afternoon. 3 brilliant saves to keep his side in it at 0-0. As Everton hold Liverpool here at Goodison Park. It's yet another draw between these two here. It is a 9th in the last 12 meetings. It's ended at Goodison Park. Everton 0, Liverpool 0.